news as well in Washington, where efforts are now well underway to prosecute the founder of the group that candidate Trump said he loved so much, WikiLeaks. The Justice Department preparing charges against Julian Assange, who's been holed up at the Ecuadorian embassy in London for years now. Our Justice correspondent Pamela Brown has details on that. She joins us. So what do we know about this?
Well, Anderson, U.S. authorities have prepared charges to seek the arrest of WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange, and this is according to U.S. officials familiar with the matter. The Justice Department probe of Assange and WikiLeaks dates all the way back to at least 2010, when the site first gained wide attention for posting thousands of files stolen by the former U.S. Army intelligence analyst now known as Chelsea Manning. And over the years, prosecutors have struggled with whether the First Amendment precluded the prosecution of Assange, but now they believe they have found a way to move forward. And the Attorney General today was asked by our Laura Jarrett about the focus on getting Assange. Here's what he said.
You said crime reduction overall is one of your top priorities in the department. And last week we heard from CIA Director Mike Pompeo really assessing the scourge of WikiLeaks and Chelsea Manning's leaks. Can you talk about whether it's a priority for your department to arrest Assange once and for all, and whether you think you can take him down?
We are going to step up our effort, and already are stepping up our efforts on all leaks. This is a matter that's gone beyond anything I'm aware of. We have professionals that have been at the security business of the United States for many years that are shocked by the number of leaks, and some of them are quite serious. So yes, it is a priority. We've already begun to step up our efforts, and whenever a case can be made, we will seek to put some people in jail.
So has something changed recently? I mean, WikiLeaks has been in the U.S. crosshairs for years, but as you said, prior administrations have thought they couldn't bring charges based on First Amendment grounds.
Right, and this was something that was looked at, of course, during President Barack Obama's administration, and Attorney General Eric Holder and officials at the Justice Department at that time determined that it would be difficult to bring charges against Assange because WikiLeaks wasn't alone in publishing documents stolen by Manning. Several newspapers, including the New York Times, did as well. But the investigation continued. Any possible charges were put on hold, and then the U.S. view of WikiLeaks and Assange began to evolve and change after investigators, Anderson, found what they believed was proof that WikiLeaks played an active role in helping Edward Snowden, the former NSA analyst, disclose a massive cache of classified documents. And then last week, as you'll recall, CIA Director Mike Pompeo gave a strong hint of this.
WikiLeaks walks like a hostile intelligence service and talks like a hostile intelligence service. It has encouraged its followers to find jobs at the CIA in order to obtain intelligence. It directed Chelsea Manning in her theft of specific secret information. It overwhelmingly focuses on the United States while seeking support from anti-democratic countries and organizations.
So some strong words there from the CIA director. In the meantime, Anderson, WikiLeaks continues to defend itself as publishing in the public's interest and compares itself to media organizations.
But so, I mean, Assange has been holed up in the Ecuadorian embassy in London. Even if there's arrest charges, would the actually charges, I mean, they can't pull him out of the Ecuadorian embassy?
Right. I mean, that is the big question. What's the point of this if he is in the safe haven there in the embassy? But what we're being told by officials is this is more of a political message, since he is essentially untouchable, as you say, as long as he remains there in the embassy. And Ecuador does not change its stance on his extradition. Now, in recent months, U.S. officials had really been focused on the possibility that a new government in Ecuador would take over and expel Assange, and then he could be arrested. But the left-leaning presidential candidate who won the recent election in the South American nation has promised to continue to harbor him, Anderson.
All right, Pam Brown with the latest. Thanks for that. President